Hey guys, welcome to RD Custom Diecast. So today we're going to show you a couple things that I recently picked up. Also, let's go ahead and take some of these Hot Wheels apart and get them ready for customization. Not going to do any paint today, anything real elaborate. May do a wheel swap, we'll see. But let's get right into it. This is a 88 Chevy Monte Carlo LS moving parts matchbox. We're going to go ahead and open it up. I'm actually probably going to repaint this. I don't know, maybe a pearl white, something like that. Do like a Monte Carlo SS theme. This one does have the doors that open. It's a good looking casting, I like it. Basically the same car as the Buick Grand National. That's another casting that I'm going to get, and I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot of customization to it, but I'm going to add it to my collection. I'm surprised I haven't already. But that's that one. Set it to the side. It's got some nice 5-spoke wheels on this. They're decent. I mean, nothing special, but it looks good on this casting. The gold's alright. It's just not my thing. So I think we're probably going to paint this either pearl white. Might even do it black, but we'll see. Okay, let's see what else. This one, because I'm a Ford nut, a 32 Ford pickup. Well, before I take it out, let's go ahead and open it up. Sit better out of the package anyway. It's another moving parts matchbox. If I can get the door open. A little tight. I like this casting, it's pretty cool. Let me open the doors up again. Take a better look at the interior. Man, these doors are tight on this one. It's pretty cool, I like it. Not bad at all. Alright, let's see what else we got. This one I'm not going to open up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in the package. I believe I got this at Target. It's a 70 El Camino. It's the black, or the Widow, the Black Widow. That's what I was calling it. Nice casting. Like the black and the red. Sorry if I'm a little shaky today. My blood sugar might be getting a little bit low. Anyway, let's move on. So we're not going to open that one. Now, on one of my episodes, I showed you these that I bought. I have a few of those. I'm going to customize. We're going to open this one up. It's a 70 Pontiac Firebird. Really like this casting. I'm not going to try to put it back in the package after I get done, so it's just going to be trashed. What do you guys think about this? Leave a comment below if you like it. If you hate it, let me know. This reminds me of my teenage days when I used to do a little street racing myself. Grew up in an automotive shop and used to piddle with race cars and stuff like that. So stuff like this appeals to me. A lot of the older stuff like this I really, really like. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Now the engine compartment could use a whole lot better detail than it has, but it is what it is. It doesn't look too bad. It looks good. It's got smoke windows. It's kind of got Recaro style. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Seats inside, racing style seats. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know. Tell you what, you'll be able to see it when I drill this in a minute, because we're going to drill this one. So set it to the side. And this last one, I showed y'all this on a previous episode, 70 Chevelle. Let's go ahead and open her up. Take a better look at it. Now initially was going to do just a polish on the axles, put them back together. Probably will on a couple of them. May see if I can wheel swap this between Firebird, see what happens. However, I don't think there's going to be enough clearance. We're going to find out. If there's not, no big deal. I wasn't planning on doing a wheel swap necessarily anyway. Let's go ahead and show it to you. It's a pretty nice casting. Another street ride. See if you can see the interior any. It's pretty nice. Alright. This one I'm going to go ahead and break open because I'm going to scavenge the wheels off of it. And some of you are going to be like, why did you do that? But this, if I recall, is one of the James Bond 007 premiums. I've had it for a while. But it's an okay casting. It's not bad. This one I'll probably wind up customizing later on. Probably putting different wheels on it anyway, so I'm going to scavenge these wheels. I'll put this to the side, save it when I get ready to repaint, do wheels on this. We'll go do that as well. So let's see here. It's also looking at the wheels on this Mustang, but I don't know if I'm going to like that yellow on any of these vehicles, so I was going to steal the wheels off of this, but we're going to set this to the side and let's just go ahead and get into it. I think what I'm going to do is reposition the camera where y'all can see what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, guys. Let's go ahead and drill this Hot Wheel here. Poor little Aston Martin. Alright. I'll tell you what size drill bit I use for these rivets. It is, hold on, .9/64. That's what I'll drill the heads out at. Slow and steady wins the race here, guys. Try not to go too wild with it. Trying just to get that head drilled out. Try not to over drill. Get a little screwdriver out. Just in case I need it. Take a look and see where we're at on this. Okay, I'm just going to slightly go like this. I'm going to show y'all. A lot of times you'll want to drilling enough of it, the head's actually drilled, that cap. It's just kind of bound up in there. Sometimes you can just pry that away. I think it needs just a little bit more. I think we're probably good there. We'll find out in a minute. Let's get the other rivet drilled. And we'll go from there. Just a little further. Y'all see that? That's actually drilled. It's kind of just bound out up in there. See that ring? May just need a slight little bit more, but we'll see. I don't like to drill too much. You can drill too deep. Trust me, I've done it more than once. Even though I've drilled a bunch of these cars, I still do it on occasion. I think the front one needs just a hair more. I try to wiggle them off the best I can by hand. Sometimes you gotta have a little help, and try to be careful. I'm gonna paint this one anyway, so I'm not too worried if I scratch it up. There we go. There it goes. It gave. Alright, so there you go. There's your base. All metal base. This is what we're going for right here. I'm gonna rob these wheels off of it. I'm gonna take a look at this interior while we've got it to this point. Alright, that's what everything looks like. We may go ahead and drill and tap this just to show you how it goes back together. You can also, when you put these back together, some people will glue these up instead of actually drilling and tapping them, and it's personal preference. I like to drill and tap in case I want to take it apart again. If you're not ever going to take it apart again, if you want to glue it, you can. I actually recommend, personally, just my personal preference, everybody does it their own way, is just quick set JB weld. I think that works real good. Then if you have to ever go back and drill it again, a lot of times it's almost just like you're drilling a rivet again. If you use a low viscosity glue in here, it gets down in here, it can give you problems where you can't get it drilled out properly again if you have to take it apart again. So Hey, that's just personal preference. The JB weld's really thick, so it doesn't tend to seep down between the post and the base as bad. So if you had, like I say, if you had a low viscosity glue, it would seep in there and it'd bind it up a lot more. All right, let's take this apart. So there's a couple things you can do here. I'm gonna do this my way. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. I'm gonna clip these tabs, but you can bend these tabs, and a lot of times you can pop that axle out. I'm not gonna do a wheel polish because I don't have my Dremel in here. Now these flush cutters are pretty handy for this. You only have to clip that one. And that's what I'm after right there. Now if you're just going to polish it, get your Dremel polishing wheel. You can use magwell polish, you can use flits, there's buffing compounds, there's a lot of different stuff you can polish these axles with. You just hold it like this, polish around this, go to the other side, do it again. And that's how I polish them. Seems to work well for me, so I'll keep doing that until I decide otherwise. Okay. Like I say, for me, that's clipping these posts usually is what I do because I'll glue them back. You can bend these posts also. It's better if you have a small needle nose. It'll help you get these out. I actually seat these back in here a lot of times. Let's say you're just doing a small customization, you can bend these tabs back. If you're not going to race it and stuff like that, if it's just going to be a what I call a wall hanger, a display, you can do that. Sorry guys, I had to take a phone call real quick. Anyway, I was telling y'all about bending these tabs back. If you want to do that, you can. If you want to bend them and take that axle out, that's one way of doing it. If you bend these in and out enough, they're going to break anyway, so I tend to just cut them off. I usually just cut one side off, and then when I go back to glue or JB weld, epoxy, whatever you're going to do, I usually will put some epoxy right here in the axle channel. Then I'll lay my wheels in there. I'll get it set up on an alignment jig, put the wheels on, rubber band it, make sure everything's set. I actually put another layer of epoxy JB weld on top, let it set. I believe this is 6 minute. It's quick set. I don't see it on here. It was on the package. I'll never look at it. I usually let mine set about 30 minutes anyway. I believe it's 6 minutes. This is 6 minutes set. So anyway, you use whatever you want. Just go off of the curing time off of whatever you're using. Alright, so we got this one torn apart. Got the wheels robbed off of it. So let's see here. I would like to put these on here, but I don't know how much clearance I'm going to have because that front wheel is little. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to go ahead and drill this one. Worst case, I'll put them on this. But let's go ahead and see if we can stick them on here. Get my calipers out. Move this out of the way. Yeah. These are right at 11. It's a little over. Also need to check your width as well. We're just going to stick it on there and see where we're at. But I mean, take all your measurements. Doing this off the cuff today. All right. Let's get on to this one. Highly recommend you get a piece of paper, get your shavings. Do it on that. Don't do it on like a mat or anything. It tends to stick in it. It's a pain in the butt to clean your mat. So it's a lot easier to get a piece of paper, fold it, throw it away. Or go check out Nostalgic or Shelby Customs. He saves his castings. Pretty cool. He's planning on melting his down and making something with it. So that's pretty cool. It's a good way not to waste it. Nas, that's a good tip. I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm going to throw mine away. If you're watching. Guys, if I'm not a real enthusiastic today, I'm tired, I haven't ate anything today. I'm diabetic, so I have to watch my sugars. I think my sugar's kind of low. But I'm trying to get this done, knocked out, we don't have to mess with it, because I got a lot going on today. You see that cap on that rivet starting to separate? I don't know where my other set of micro screwdrivers are. I don't like this one because it doesn't stay in the holder very good, the handle. This might just need a little bit more. And guys, there's numerous times I've gone too far on this, not paying attention. So if it happens to you, it happens. You try your best. And as many as I've done of these, I still screw them up every once in a while. But hey, it's part of customizing. It's just part of it. Another thing, just to tell you, a lot of times it's better just to drill straight down. I wobble mine a little bit because sometimes it will help catch the edges of that top of that rivet, or where it's spun down. I say rivet, it's just where they have it spun down from the factory, that post. I think that's gonna work. Y'all hear something in the background, that's my cat. She's always got to know what I'm doing. And she's probably fixing to knock some stuff over, so if y'all hear something fall, that's what it is. See how that head come off there? Sometimes they come off perfectly clean like that. That's what I like. And then I usually just give it a quick little zap after that. Let's pop this baby apart and see what we got. There's our post. It's a casting. Pretty cool. Fixing to get rid of these shavings in a minute. Here's the interior. Definitely going to get rid of that chrome when I customize this. Not all of it on the outside, but we're going to take some of that off, and we're going to Spruce it up. I don't like chrome interior. Alright, these tabs, plastic base. Snip it here. Snip it here. Pull these puppies off. And here's what I gotta find out. We are gonna find out if these wheels will even work on this. If it don't, we're gonna move along to the next one. And I'll find some wheels for this later. It's a thing, guys. Make sure you don't glue all this stuff up before you test stuff out. Okay, and as you can see, I was kind of afraid of this. I knew this was going to be a problem. The wheel wells are too tight. That's not going to turn. Now, that looks damn cool on there. So what I might do, I might take a burr tool if I want to go with this stance and these tires and wheels, and kind of nick away at this, open it up a little bit, and that will give us our clearance. But for now, for today's, that's all we're going to do on this. We're actually, I think, going to put it on this right here. I think it'll look pretty hot. So bear with me. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to get this drilled, and I'll make y'all watch me drill another car. So stand by. Okay, guys, we're back. Have the Chevelle. Went ahead and drilled it. I'll pop her open real quick. Alright. There's the base. And let's see, we may do something a little different here. And the reason why I'm not going to glue this back up today, because I'm going to polish the axles. So I'm going to get this where I can put this back together just to show you how everything goes. And we'll do another episode of us polishing the axles and all that kind of good stuff. So okay. Here's the wheels coming out. I'll save these for various projects and stuff. Not everything. I put rubber tires and stuff on them. Do want to see. Give me my drill. This axle's 30.57. 26. This is going to be a little narrow. Let's see if it works though. It is not going to work on this car. Alright. So that's a bust on this car. I was just going to throw them on this. I mean, I could clip this, use the wheels off of them, put a custom axle on it. I'm not going that far today to do that. And you know what? My gut's telling me I really want these on the Firebird anyway. So I think that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to just show y'all the process of what I go through when we do a wheel swap. Well, you kind of get an idea. Like I say, at this point, what I would be doing is, sorry if you see my camera flickering a little bit. Get your epoxy. Like I say, I use a 2-part JB Quick. I'll put a little bit right here in this channel. Just a dab on the bottom. I get my wheels set where I want them. Then, let's see here. Get my alignment jig. Sorry, I wasn't 100% prepared today. It's been a crazy, crazy day. Go around the axle. Go to the other side. Around the axle again. Get this in place where I want it. Get this one. Hold it in place. Make sure you hold it in place because you're under tension with this rubber band right there. Give me another rubber band. Sorry if this is off camera a little bit. And now that I got these wheels in place, I'll make sure, usually side to side will automatically kind of line up where you want it. So, as I said before, hold on, let me turn my screen back on where I can see what I'm showing you. If I would have went ahead and epoxied this or JB welded it in place, I would have put a small bit of JB weld underneath the axle, set the axle on top, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to layer some JB weld on top of both the axles. Sometimes I'll spread it out pretty far. I'll usually, actually that's about the right width. You know what, I've got one, old one that I've done, sitting right here. It's kind of rough and has a, try to do a little bit more glue, better, nicer glue up job, but I mean this will show you, get you a good little dab on top of it. Then I let that set, don't mess with it. I believe, like I said, I believe this is 6 minutes, maybe totally off base, but I usually let it cure for about 30 minutes. Good to go after that. In the meantime, I have other projects, another wheel swap, I'll do something. Watch TV, do something to kill time. Once all that's set up, then you just take it right off your jig. Of course, the wheels are going to fall off because we didn't glue this one up. Like I said, I'm not gluing this one up because I am going to polish these. And it's going to go on this car, even though it does not fit. And then I'll start with the reassembly. Now, what you can do, give me just a minute, I'll show you. Butterfingers today, can't do anything. Sorry, I cut away. I know I told you I was going to drill that other car, and I did, but I took a break, had to go get something in my stomach. My sugars were a little bit low. I wasn't feeling too good, so I feel a lot better now. But anyway, we'll go back and show you. Get my screen to come on. Hopefully y'all can see this. My GoPro's acting up. Anyway, I think that's going to be pretty badass on this. I love these wheels on here. Anyway, like I say, you can take your epoxy or JB weld. I prefer the JB weld. Do whatever you want. And I get a little dab. And I'll put right around here. And right around here, and I'll let it set. Or I'll drill and tap it. And if y'all want to see me drill and tap this one, we can do that real quick. Give me just a second to get my stuff together, and I'll show you, if you haven't ever drilled and tapped one, what I do. Give me just a second and I'll be right back with you. And we're back, just like that. Had to change out the battery of this GoPro. I'm about sucked it dry filming. It wasn't very fully charged anyway, but it's time to do it. Anyway, okay, we got the base and got our drill bit ready to go. We're going to drill and tap this. Something that I do is I'll get some oil. This right here is what I use on my guns. It's a Lucas oil, but a little drop on those. And guys, you don't want to go too fast or too far on this, and I'm saying this, and watch me drill right through the casting if I'm not careful. It's just been one of those days. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so on the drill bit, we're using a 5/64 to drill the pilot hole before we tap it. I'm going to tap it with the 256 tap right here. And another screw that you can go with is the 172 on that one. I believe you use a 1/16 for your pilot hole. Like I say, you want to be careful, because as you're drilling, this is soft, and you will drill right through your vehicle if you're not careful. I've done it, I know, and hopefully I won't do it this time. But I'm going to try to go on this one. I'm going to try to drill as straight as I can. And I'll try to make sure I stop every so often. Clean out the shavings. Guys, I hope you can see this. I've got to figure out why my screen keeps on going off on my GoPro. Before I took my little sabbatical and started this channel, and then kind of abandoned it because I had a bunch of stuff going on. Had everything set up on my GoPro. I used to do a lot of fishing videos and stuff. Fished the Bassmaster Tours for about 7 years. Circuit there. And so I do a lot of fishing still. Had a lot of videos up on that, and on another channel. And I had everything set up. Now this one's already almost deep enough. And I'll check my depth. Just put my finger right there. I'll pull this out. I mean, I've got a pretty good bite. I could go a little bit further, and I'll go just a hair further. We'll stop right there. I don't want to push it. Okay, let's go the other side. Now this one I really want to be careful. The post is close to the same size. I know it doesn't look like it, but you got all this right here that's solid. Now it's indented right there. So I say that. Well, you can go about that depth right there, but we'll go to that depth because you're going to wind up exposing the outside. You'll be able to see it from the outside, and we don't want that. Now try to keep your drill straight as possible. I know, looks like and it is at an angle, but the base is at an angle as well, so try to match that angle. I'm actually developing a jig that will hold these and be adjustable depending on your casting, that you can clamp up and put in a drill press. That way you can drill straight down. I've got a small drill press that I've used before. I usually just shim stuff under, and it works pretty good. But I'm going to try to finished my design for my jig to actually clamp these castings in place, and that way you can drill, and if you have a drill press you can drill straight down, and that'll help you get a straight hole every time. I mean, it's not 100% critical on this, but it is critical. Okay, so we drill through here, and we just need to tap them. All right, next, let's get the tap. And we're going to get the oil put in here. I'll show you guys something. I told you, you got to be careful. If you look right there, there's a little micro pinhole. I did come through that top just a tiny bit, but when I get done with this casting and everything, finish customizing it, you're not going to see it. It's not going to be that big a deal. Be careful. I just did exactly what I told y'all to watch for. Like I say, I've done these several times, and I occasionally still go a little bit too far, and this was an example. Not on my game today. I'll put a little pressure. This is soft metal, so I suggest when you're tapping, go in, bring your tap. You can just bring it back and go back in if you want, but I like to bring it out, clean those flutes out the best I can, and then I'll go back in again for another bite. I think it's got plenty of oil right now, so I'm not going to put any more oil in it, but if you think you need more oil, by all means do it. I don't want to go too far because you're going to wind up stripping it if you're not careful. So I think we got it. Okay. Again, clean your flutes. Man, if you do anything, take care of your taps. Don't force them. Give them plenty of oil. Take care of them. You dang sure don't want a tap to break off in one of these, because you're pretty much done at that point. I mean, there's ways to get broke taps out, but you're probably going to do more damage getting it out than what it's worth. You got such a small post to deal with. Again, go down in a little bit, unscrew it, and put a little bit more oil in this, clean my flutes. And sorry guys, this is getting to be a long video. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. This is going to be a quick little video, show you some stuff I got. And I've got one more thing over there I'm going to show you. Actually, maybe a couple things. It's actually digging through some stuff from my wife, sourcing stuff for her business, and forgot we had a bag of some other stuff that she bought. She saw some stuff and picked up for me. She's cool like that. She knows what I like. She picks up a lot of Hot Wheels for reselling on her business, like main lines and stuff like that. She does pretty good with that kind of stuff. I kind of got her what to look for on some of the stuff, and she's good at it. So it gives me a chance, if she's looking for stuff and I'm looking for something, she can pick up for me if I'm not with her. And I think this is probably as far as we're going to go on this one. We'll see. Let's see how the screw's set. Sorry, I don't got a paper towel, guys. I'll wipe some of the stuff off. So once you get your holes drilled and tapped. Show you a couple of ways I do this. Now I got black screws and I got stainless screws. We're gonna go with black. And if I got the right screws, that we'll see in just a second. See if I did this right. Okay, let's get this car back together. For the most part, I'm gonna, like I say, it's just to show you guys how this works. Of course, this axle's not staying in because we don't got it glued up. We're gonna get this down. We're gonna get it back together. Okay. Find my windshield. Here we go. Let's put this puppy back together. Okay. So a couple things you can do. If you want, you can use a washer. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. The ones I buy tend to fit in the recess pretty good. Now let's see if I tap these far enough. If not, we might have to tap them a little further. Probably looked like it did just fine. Butterfingers today, sorry guys. Don't over torque these, you'll strip that post out, I'm telling you. Of course this isn't going to turn because I've got to do some modification to that wheel well. But they'll show you right there, that's how you do that. That's how you use the alignment tool. Once I get this glued up, of course I won't have to mess with those axles shifting. The design that I did on this alignment tool is I've got a channel cut out. Like this particular base, it's flat. My original design, actually I got it right here, that I did about 2 years ago, was flat on the top. Only bad thing when you have cutouts like this, where you have a drive train showing. Let me see if I got another one. All the others are pretty flat, but like this, for example, if you can see that. That channel that I've got in this one now actually helps you where you can lay it a little bit flatter. The flat one that I originally did, it worked just fine. I mean, it still worked, served its purpose. But this, for most die casts, actually does a little bit better this way. But here we go. This is what it's going to look like. Might change the color, might not. I think we're going to do a little bit of paint. Now I don't mind the chrome here, but I think we're going to tape that off on the inside and get rid of all that chrome interior, because to me, chrome interior does not go on this vehicle. And you know they do it because they're just going to make this interior one color. So I mean, I get why it's done this way, but we're going to fix that. I think this is going to be a badass little casting here. A little customization, a little wheel swap, a little polishing when we get done. Still haven't decided on the paint. I don't know. The white's okay. Maybe we'll do a couple of these. But I think that wheel, compared to the stock wheels, is a million times better on this particular one. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Here, while I'm right here, show you something else I found in the bag. Another Matchbox moving parts. Y'all want to open this? We can. 2016 Corvette Stingray. Let's just take it out of the package. It's gonna come out anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, let's check this out real quick before we stop this video. Hood opens and closes. Got some pretty good engine detail in it. Here's what I was talking about. The drivetrain right there. See how that sits flush? Hopefully y'all can see that. Where on the older design, you could still go ahead and do your axle swaps and everything, but you see how it's kind of setting up. So we revamped that and changed the design on that. Anyway, let's get back to this real quick. Pretty cool. I like that. We're probably going to do a wheel swap on this. I mean, I'm okay with these 5-spoke wheels, but we're going to do something a little bit better. We're going to make that a little bit better. Something else was in the bag. Some mystery models. Y'all want to see what we got? Let's see. Not sure what series this was. My wife picked this up. Circle Trucker. Now that would be a cool one to go ahead and modify too. We probably will do that. Now, I'm pretty sure she didn't get me the same one because she knows where to look. This is I can't see in this light. Well, this is number 6. So let's see what number 6 is. Riveted. That's a pretty cool casting. That's not too bad. Wheels suck on it. You know, fixing to say this feels like a metal base. It might be on that one. That's plastic. This feels, I think this is a metal base. This would be a cool one to customize. We'll do something with this. Definitely getting rid of the paint and the decals. To me, it's not me. I'll tell you what, if you like it, you like it. Leave some comments down below if you like it. If you hate it, let me know. I don't mind the casting. I do not like the wheels, and I do not like the graphics. I do not like the paint on it. So we can modify that one as well. Something else to do. And I think that about wraps it up today, guys. If you got any questions, let me know. Leave comments down below. Subscribe, like, share this with your friends. Again, here's kind of what we was going after today. Was just a quick wheel swap. I was wanting to show you some of the vehicles that, little Hot Wheels that, and some of the Matchbox that we picked up, and kind of give you an idea what we might do with some of them. I'm kind of looking forward to modifying this one. I like the hood raises. It's a good looking casting. I may not even repaint it. I might print some decals and clear it. I don't know. I might just leave it just like it is, except to me it's begging for a wheel swap. And maybe I can find a vehicle that has a metal base. Do a metal base swap on it. I have to look around and see what I can find. I don't know if I have anything or not. I do like the detail under the hood. That looks pretty good. It says Corvette on the intake. I don't know if y'all can see that. I wish this one had as good a detail under here. That would have been kick-ass. But tell me what you guys think. To me, compared to for the old wheels versus the new wheels. I'll do another video of us using a burr tool to kind of open this channel up. That way these wheels will turn. And I think this one will be set after I polish it. I don't think I'm going to paint this one. I think I'm going to leave it just like this. I've got 3 or 4 of these, so we'll paint one of them. We probably won't paint this one, but I think we are going to paint the interior on it. And I think we're going to leave it at that. But let me know what you think. Did we make a mistake taking these wheels off? Or do you like that better? To me, that's a lot classier. Looks a lot better. Alright guys, that's it for today. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you for sticking with me today. It's a long video. There's going to be some cutaways when we do the editing and stuff, but hopefully you understand why. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.